ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews with your host, Tim Williams.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for Punisher Warzone. Oh, man. Growing up before Marvel and all these, one-off... I mean, this was a sequel to the first one, but, these one-off movies that got more comic booky than the first movie. The first movie was not very comic booky, but this got very comic booky. Off the top, rest in peace, Ray Stevenson. You are just amazing. I'm gonna miss you. I would have loved to see you do some cool shit in more in the acting sphere. But for what you did, you are a legend, sir, and you will be very much missed. Let's talk about this movie. Let's talk about Punisher. Ray Stevenson laces up the boots and puts on the skull off of the back of Thomas Jane. They did set up Jigsaw in the first movie with John Travolta, but then they moved it over to Dominic West playing Billy, who, this movie's so goddamn over the top. It's hard to talk about this movie and just be like, oh yeah, this is such a serious, good movie. This thing has the Dominic West becomes Jigsaw in this recycling thing that is so not how they do recycling or break up glass or anything like that. This thing had windows on the outside. It just wouldn't have this stuff. And it's so over the top, so over the top. And then we have Jigsaw's brother, Looney Bin Jim, played by Doug Hutcherson, who is just a fucking nut job. Crazy, has some pretty good one-liners. We have Colin Simon playing Paul Budiansky. We have Wayne Knight playing Micro. We have Dash Monhook playing Martin Soap. The acting isn't great. It really is. There's some, Colin Simonson, some of his acting is just a little over the top. But really, the acting is not what you're coming to see. The opening of this film, he takes out a mobster, but he's shooting up, the Punisher shooting up the place, and then he hangs himself from the chandelier and spins around, so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, but it's very comic book accurate, which is really fucking funny and awesome. But then we just have some other just over the top nonsense, TJ Storm playing McGinty, and these meth head parked car speed freaks, and literally one scene where Punisher shoots a rocket and blows one guy up as he's flipping through the air, and then just whoops the shit out of JT Storm. He falls onto a fence with the spike thingies, and then Punisher comes down and hits his head and breaks his neck. It's insane. This whole damn movie is so insane, but it is so entertaining and fun. Punisher puts his hand through the face of Ink, Kamir Malkin Sanchez. He just, because he's a cokehead, so and he just puts his hand right through this kid's face. Literally right through this kid's face, and it's so insane. It's just so fucking insane. And then the shootout at the end in the hotel, which is just ridiculously fun. This whole movie is fun. There's not really anything I can tell you, the story was so hardcore and so on point and everything else, but you really have to watch this movie for the over-the-top action scenes, the gore, and it is gory, and just the one-liners. That's what makes this movie so fun and so great. Again, Ray Stevenson was brilliant. He went into some hardcore training with small arms and everything, and there's a great doc on the Blu-ray for that. But overall, man, this is just a fun flick, and where does it lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 4. I did love the story. It's so comic book accurate. I love the story. The cinematography was a 3. The characters are a 4. You do love Punisher. You do love the wife of the dead cop, the daughter, everything. You love it, or son. The design of the movie is a 3, and our total is a 3.5 movie. This is not a bad movie. Let me know down below. Have you seen Punisher Warzone? Do you agree with me that this is not really based on story, but definitely on some cool action and gore? But for what story was there? Thank you guys so very much for watching this. Please give us a like, give us a subscribe. I'd appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. And I will see you in our next review.